Hey, how's it going? It's September 18th, 2022. This is your daily sweet talk. What is the point of antagonizing people? Now, unless you're trying to provoke someone into doing something, like if you're like a lawyer trying to get a confession out of someone, like on TV. That's what I'm basing that on. Unless you're trying to provoke someone in that way, I feel like the only purpose to antagonizing someone is just to be cruel. That's really all it is. Even if it's someone who deserves it, um, it's still it's in itself. It is still just trying to be cruel. It can be a very mild form of being, antagonistic. Um, but the point is just to be cruel. If you're not trying to provoke someone into doing something, maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. But I think the point, if you're not trying to provoke someone into doing something, is just to be cruel. Um, and I get sometimes, there's people you might want to be cruel to because they're just really shitty people. Me personally, and I'm not saying I would never feel that way either, but I always sympathize with people who are being antagonized because I am very susceptible to being antagonized. I've said this before. And even it's probably not a very good thing for me to admit because it makes it very easy to antagonize me, but if someone is trying to bother me, that's what bothers me. So if someone is antagonizing me, it's not really whatever they're saying, but the fact that they're trying to antagonize me in the first place is what bothers me. It's like, well, why? Why you feel that way about me that you want to antagonize me? That's what bothers me. In school, people would say like these on the surface really innocuous things to me, but just everyone kept saying them at me because they knew it would bother me, and it seemed like, well, why should that bother me? It's like a completely innocuous thing to say, but I knew that people were saying it just to bother me, and that's what bothered me, and it would become this big thing that people would say these like really innocuous phrases at me just to get under my skin because they wanted to see my reaction. Which is why people do it, I guess. They want to see the reaction. But that just feels really mean to me to try to say things just to get a negative reaction out of someone or try to see if they will react negatively. Even if it's a really hateful person who does that themselves, they'll say really hateful and antagonistic things about people. A lot of times, maybe it's someone who's not even necessarily trying to be antagonistic, but they just are hateful and say mean things because they mean it. And they want their views out there, their hateful views. People will respond to that sort of hatred by sometimes by accusing them of actually loving the thing that they hate, which always seems really weird to me. I don't feel like that could be helpful at all. It's that person probably doesn't deserve any sympathy, and you're saying something that again is on the surface innocuous because they shouldn't feel offended to say that they like a thing that there should be no problem with liking, but they don't. So the only thing that you get out of accusing them of liking the thing that they so vocally hate is just more hatred, and antagonizing them. I feel like if anything, it just deepens their hatred. So I don't know what good that sort of thing does. Just antagonizing people like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm curious what other people think about this, but that's my stance on it.